exhausted now. I've got to get some sleep. Let's keep up our good work tomorrow. See ya. That walk cycle does look a little strange. Where am I? Maybe, is this a dream? Oh, there's someone here. Who is it? Someone I know? I can't remember. I think I dreamt something. I can't quite remember what that dream was. Oh, dude. Oh well, today's another day of rescues. And if I have any bail. I think it's super weird that your partner doesn't want to. I mean, like, this is their house, right? I don't know. Morning, Cloud. Aren't you up early? Oh, so you checked the mailbox. Was there anything? Any requests? Huh? There's nothing. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. Only started after all. Well, too bad. Want to go to Pokemon Square? Think, if we go to Pelipper Post Office, it'll be jobs posted. Pokemon Square is over this way. Let's go! That is a weird walk cycle. It looks more like one of those toys, where like the legs are all like, sort of like on wheels. Like it's a leg, and then it's like, instead of having an actual joint, it's just like spinning. I don't know. This is Pokemon Square. Kecleon and not Shinely Kecleon. That's the Kecleon shop. You can buy and sell items there. That's Felicity Bank. You can save your money. You can save your money there. Gulpin Link Shop. Oh, I can link moves for you. Huh? What's linking? Well, if you link moves, you can use them together at the same time. Which is a really good thing, but also you gotta, like, you know, it's a good thing, but not necessarily the best. Or the be-all end-all of things. Should store importance here. Kangaskhan storage. Hell yeah. And over there is the Makuhita Dojo. At the dojo, you can learn and get training on various maneuvers used in dungeons. What do you think? The businesses here help us. Oh, and there's also the Pelipper Post Office. That's up past there. I think we can get some information on rescue. Let's go first. Look, Clown, the Pelipper Post Office. Can't remember. Oh, this is the Wigglytuff something or other. Also, like, these houses, they look like faces, but they're also generic enough that they're like, whatever. It's like, even the Kecleon shop isn't like super overbearingly like, hey, this is a Kecleon. The Gulpin, I mean, it's got the little like stem. It kind of looks more just like generic apple-like. Not to say that, like, in a world like this, having a house shaped like yourself, I don't know, that's whatever. But it's just a choice, you know? I mean, like, look at that. I mean, it looks fine, and it's kind of functional, really. But so I can't complain too much. But yeah. Oh, also here's a bulletin board. There's jobs on it. Bulletin board. One Big Apple wanted. Failed to return. I would do this, but accepted jobs, and I think you do have to fail to return confirm. Put on hold, turn down. There is a thing where, like, you have to actually, like, make them active jobs. I don't know if that's a thing you have to do here. Choose the job, go to the dungeons that's indicated. I think that was a thing, because you might not necessarily want to do all the missions at the same time, but also you probably kinda do? I think this will bring job offers to our mailbox. There's not really much reason to not. Hello, welcome to the Pelipper Post Office. Is this your first time here? Here, you could use the internet or a password so you and your friends can rescue each other. If your team faints in a dungeon, you can ask for help. Or you can go out and help someone else's team. And that's not all. You can also rescue your own team with your team members. If someone comes to rescue you, you'll be revived without losing anything. And if you rescue someone else, you could get a reward. Everybody wins. Everyone can help each other out. So you should give it a try. You should give it a try sometimes. In order to enjoy these rescue, you will need to set your Nintendo Switch console's date and time accurately. Which leads me to... Hello, this is Pelipper Post Office. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you. I will be back. Thank you, I will be back. Let's see, what else? I genuinely don't know who lives here. I guess, like, maybe the idea might be the, oh, that's also really cool. So obviously this was, exclusively a top-down perspective, but, you know, this was actually on the Game Boy Advance, believe it or not, if you didn't know. I believe Rescue Team Red was on the, Rescue Team Red was on the Game Boy Advance, and Blue was on the DS, I think? Hold on, actually. So the thing with the cover art, is that it's actually a combination of the blue and red cover art, and the idea was that red was on the bottom because it was the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance, and the Game Boy Advance would go in the bottom port on the DS, and DS would of course go in the back slot, or on the top. Relative to it, I guess. Also reminds me of, there was, oh dude, I can't even remember. It's one time, there was one time when I was, working at a game store, and, like, there was this lady who was convinced that they were convinced that, like, Game Boy games were DS games, or something. I'm like, I don't know. Can't even remember though. It was like, hello, I'm trying to tell you, like, no, this is a DS game. This isn't a Game Boy game. And she was having none of it. And also, yeah, I wanna, oh well, we'll just, oh yeah, also, moving stairs, I don't know if it affects things with every single, or if it heals every status, but it does heal a bunch of statuses. Level up! So I did not pay attention to the other level thing. Oh, I think there is also, you will notice that, like, when I take my turn, Eevee will also, you know, take their own turn. I think you can set it so you can manually choose each one of your partner's, thing. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. Please come see me at Pelipper Post Office later. There is a request, but would you like to escape the dungeon? No. No, 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 no. It's also probably, I mean, this is definitely like, there's just, like, this is kind of story required, but it's obviously like, this is randomly generated, which is also one of the things I really like about, this and Explorers, and I think also Gates to Infinity as well, I guess, is that they actually do have procedurally generated missions. A Super Mystery Dungeon did not, but it had like one mission for every Pokemon, literally like one mission for every single Pokemon, and that wasn't quite 1,000 at that point in time, but it really was more than enough. But it was just like the concept of also you can hit B and A to just skip a turn if you want. If everything lines up just perfectly wrong, so you can change stuff around there. But yeah, I don't know. The concept of not having a procedurally generated thing that's like, you know, like, oh, hey, I have to, there's going to be a point where I just am done with the game, and there's nothing I can do, doesn't seem as interesting to me as, like, I can just pick this up and play whatever. Really? Oh, okay, cool. But yeah. I mean, like, I don't leave the house, but, yeah, I don't leave the house, but, like, if I did, or, you know, like, if I was really, like, considering this as, like, a portable game, you know, like, I mean, it'd be nice, right? It'd be nice to just be able to be like, hey, I want to pick this up, and I don't have to, you know, like, do too much here, or don't have to think too much about anything, or I don't know. Wait a minute, what? Oh. There we go. Oh, you will also notice the orange circle. That's my hunger meter. You don't want that to go low. That's what apples are for. I'm sure they explain this at some point in the tutorial, but you know, it's a thing. Yeah. You can, I mean, like, I could stick around and get a few more items, but also, like, eh. I'm also definitely gonna do some grinding off screen, but that's not gonna happen. There's usually the way this will work is that there's going to be a story beat, and then there's going to be some time that you can do stuff, but it's only going to be like 2 missions, and then you have to do a story thing. So, yeah. Thank you for rescuing Makin. This is your reward. Also, it should be noted that, like, here, I don't know actually if they have any Pokemon from newer generations, but this was Gen 3. I know that they have Riolu and Lucario. Riolu and Lucario, there was actually Lucario rank, is like the top end rank for this, because this was like, I think right around the time that the Lucario movie was coming out. Anyway, dude, good. Let's call it a night. I'm gonna walk off to my home. I have a home. I don't sleep under a tree right outside your window, staring in at you.